combine outright disruption of the process and, in some cases, the intimidation of ordinary citizens who simply want to select a leader who will govern them. We, the members of the National Peace Committee, have come to Anambra State to support a peaceful electoral process. We cherish Anambra State, and we cherish the peace and unity of Nigeria. Most importantly, we want to contribute our own quota to see that the governorship election in Anambra State is divorced of violence. Therefore, the signing of the peace accord today is not a mere exercise. It is indeed a clarion call for all the candidates and the political parties and all Anambrians to commit themselves to a peaceful process. We call on all the candidates, their parties, and supporters to accept the outcome of the vote as long as it is adjudged to be free, fair, and credible. And I have been assured by the chairman of INEC that all efforts, everything is put on deck to ensure a free and fair election. I congratulate the chairman for this confirmation. All of us have a responsibility to deepen the culture of democracy in every part of Nigeria. We want every Nigerian to begin to enjoy the fruits of democracy. This can only happen when there is peace and stability. Once again, I want to thank every one of you for honoring our invitation and for turning out to participate in this event. I will not finish this address without thanking the chairman of the INEC, Professor Yakubu, for all the good work he has done in ensuring that everything is put in place for the D-Day, and we are hoping that each and every one of us will play his part. I want to also thank you for facilitating my arrival here this morning. Long live Anambra State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you. God bless.
Okay, well, thank you very much. The chairman of the National Peace Committee, our respected former head of state, His Excellency General Abdulsalami Alhaji Abubakar GCFR, other members of the Peace Committee, notably the convener, Bishop Matthew Kukah, the representative of the Inspector General of Police, DIG Joe Egbunike, the chairman of political parties in Anambra State, the candidates for the Anambra State governorship election, national commissioners INEC, the GOC 82 Division of the Nigerian Army, Major General T.A. Lagbaja. And I want to say something about the GOC. For the last 30 years or so, I've been teaching in the Nigerian Defense Academy. And the Major General and GOC was my cadet in NDA. So I welcome my cadet, now a General and GOC, to this meeting. The Commissioner of Police for Anambra State, the Director General of the NYSC, Brigadier General Shoaibu Ibrahim. Before I joined the NDA, I taught at the University of Jos, where he was also my student. This is the little joy that a teacher derives when you see your students rising to positions. Let me recognize our respected Royal Father, civil society organizations, national and international observers, representatives of media organizations, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first of all welcome our respected former head of state, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, to this meeting, to this event. The nation is fortunate to have respected former leaders, such as General Abubakar, whose commitment to peace and democracy in Nigeria and beyond is unquestionable. Each time we turn to the Peace Committee under his leadership for support, the committee has always positively responded. His personal presence here today is a further affirmation of his commitment to Nigeria, to peace, and to credible elections. We also appreciate the presence of Bishop Matthew Kukah, the convener of the National Peace Committee. The bishop ably represented the general yesterday when we had our stakeholders meeting with parties, candidates, and other stakeholders in this hall. Nigerians may recall that when the NPC initiated the signing of the peace accord by chairmen of political parties and candidates ahead of the 2015 and later ahead of the 2019 general elections, the focus was actually on general elections, particularly the presidential election. Since then, INEC and other well-meaning Nigerians appealed to the Peace Committee to devolve the initiative to major off-season elections at state level. Concerned about the threat to peaceful elections, INEC appealed to the NPC to intervene in the last two governorship elections. For the first time, the National Peace Committee organized the signing of the peace accord in Edo on 15th September 2020 and in Ondo on 6 October 2020. Despite the palpable tension that characterized the two elections, Edo and Ondo passed off peacefully, and the elections were adjudged by all to be free and fair and credible. Faced with the current situation in Anambra State, the Commission once again appealed to the Peace Committee to bring parties and candidates to commit to peace before, during, and after the elections. We believe that Anambra cannot be different from Edo and Ondo. For this reason, we are also confident that just like Edo and Ondo, the election on Saturday will be peaceful and the outcome will reflect the will of the Anambra voters. INEC has done everything possible to ensure credible elections in Anambra State under very challenging circumstances. I would like to appeal to all parties, candidates, and other actors to play their roles in support of the peace accord. Without peace, our deployment plans, new innovations in voter accreditation and result management, safety of election duty personnel, security of materials, safety of all accredited observers, and ultimately the credibility of the polls will be undermined. That is why we must all support today's peace accord in particular and the work of the National Peace Committee in general. Before I conclude, let me re-echo what the chairman of the Peace Committee has just said. Those who sign the peace accord should abide by its letter and spirit. We pray that God will grant General Abdulsalami Abubakar and the NPC the wisdom, the courage, and the strength to continue to work for peace in our great country. I thank you all and God bless.
Your Excellency, General Abdulsalam Abubakar, the convener of National Peace Committee, Lordship, Archbishop Matthew Kukah, the chairman of INEC, who has inspired a lot of us, Professor Guber, and indeed, let me at this point observe all protocols. And I thank all of you for being here. My name is DIG Joseph Obiajule Bunike. I represent the Inspector General of Police. I'm standing here, what I would say that history has bestowed on me. One, I'm an individual of Anambra. Two, I'm the DIG supervising the Southeast. Three, the occasion came to put me on trial. Four, I know my people and my people know me. I do not expect anything less. Anambra State, since I was born, till today, is a state that is known for peace. It's a state that is known for people who are very industrious, professionals, and people who make themselves. Hard work has been the issue in Anambra State. It will be surprised if the standard were laid to Nigeria at this hour of need, we will be seen to fall back. Not under our nose. And I know all of you know that. That is something we owe to history of our past, history of our children to come, and the legacy behind us. The National Peace Committee, all of us know that the panacea for any development is peace. Peace for your generation. Peace for generations yet unborn. What else do IG hear? Nothing. Other than those who have ears will hear. He has spoken a lot yesterday. But one thing I can assure you is that the police force, the army, and all of other security agents posted in Anambra State will remain calm, will remain firm, and will remain professional. We will maintain the tenets of the SOP as provided by the law. We will ensure that nobody disturbs your peace. We will ensure that any act or mission that tells the will of the government will be dealt with dearly. There's no room for the peace, the good hospitality Anambra is known for, being disturbed at this hour of need. I'm asking for Ndi Anambra and indeed my people to rise up to the occasion. You have the structures in your system that have been tested over the years. You have the town unions, you have village committees, you have all sorts of structures. This is the time to ignite them, to put it to process. This is the time for all of us to respect and adore the structures we have, the traditional rulers, the town unions, the president generals. It is not A or B business. It is our business. And therefore, all of you have a stakeholder in this business. Do not say it is John or James or Becca or Bialo. It is we. And I urge you that follow the rules. You are safe. Follow the rules. You are safe and sound, and you will conduct the election. And as far as I'm concerned, the election in Anambra will be pronounced as the best because we are ready. Our stakeholders, our major partners, which is the INEC, and indeed all foreign observers, I wish to reassure you that you have nothing to fear. Anambra is safe. Those who propagate evil, who propagate what have been called violence, will be violence. We are not here for that. The IG, almost 3 or 4 months ago, initiated a peace process in the Southeast. We drew our operational plan, and what we did was restoration of peace. Operation Restore Peace. I went through all the crannies and corners of the Southeast, preaching peace, talking to the political elites, talking to the government of the day, talking to town unions. In this particular hall, I spoke to across the board, the of Anambra. Who is who in Anambra was there. including the executive governor. And we all agreed that there's a challenge. We all agreed there is a consensus of what to do to bring peace. Do not allow that peace to be challenged at this hour. I'm craving on your indulgence to remain and remember that history bestows on you to do the right thing. We have spoken enough, but I can assure you, we will always remain calm, firm, and professional in dealing with this situation. And therefore, everybody will have a level playing ground to do his voting, to participate in politics, to follow the guidelines as provided by INEC. I wish also to thank Your Excellency and his team for this noble effort. There's not much to say, but I do know that we have had him. This peace accord is not a game accord. It is a strict compliance accord. And we expect that as mature as we are, there's no doubt in Anambra that virtually everybody is educated. Everybody in Anambra. The man selling granite will speak better English than myself. And therefore, you don't deceive him or have anyhow. And I expect all of us to believe that and follow the rules. The end result will justify, and all of us will be happy as Anambrarians. I thank you, all of you, and will always be at your service while we carry out this assignment. Thank you very much, and thank the Peace Committee.
And then the last for now, we'll call it batch by batch. In batches just for the purpose of orderliness. African Democratic Party, Prince Ume Ezeoke Afam Luke Douglas. The candidates, please come with your chairman. Thank you. And like one of the speakers earlier mentioned, peace is a prerequisite for development. And what someone also mentioned, if peace is expensive, then try violence. Of course, it's nothing to try. And that is why we're all gathered here in Anambra State. Because violence and war is useless. Okay, next on the row, we have the All Progressives Congress, where we have Emmanuel Andy Namduba as a candidate. Please come with your chairman. And then next, we have the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, where we have Charles Chukuma Soludo as a candidate. Please proceed with your chairman. And next, we have the Allied People's Movement, APM, Onyejibu Geoffrey Okudili as a candidate. Please come forward with your chairman. That's APC, and now this is APGA signing. And then after APGA, we have APM, Allied People's Movement, Onyejibu Geoffrey Okudili. I don't know if he's here with the chairman. The Action People's Party, APP, Azubike Philip Echetubu as a candidate. Then the Boots Party, Chika Jerry Okeke. Labour Party, Agbesimalo Obiora Emmanuel. New Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, Jimko Leonard Emeka. National Rescue Movement, Ezenwefo Victor Amefuna. Okay. Please come with the chairman. People's Democratic Party, PDP, where we have Valentine Chineto Ozigbo as the candidate. Please come with your chairman. People's Redemption Party, PRP, where we have Nnamdi Nwanwu as the candidate. Then we have the Social Democratic Party. Please, as I call your party, you come forth. And then in the single row, this way, for the signing, the YPP, the candidates, Nnamdi Eze, please come with your chairman. And then the last we have here, but not the least, the Zenith Labour Party, ZLP, Okonkwo Obiora Francis. As a candidate, please come with your chairman. Thank you. By signing, we are actually reaffirming our commitment to taking proactive measures towards ensuring a conducive environment for the conduct of a credible electoral process. And this is very vital, very important for the people of Anambra State. It's our collective responsibility to work for peace. And that is why I recognize, especially those who are here from other states, the Concerned Christian Citizens for Peace Accord, where we have a group of about 7 bishops, with the inclusion of the former CAN Chairman Emeritus, where we have SS to recognize the presence of SS. We recognize the presence of Yaga Africa, the presence of Votes Not Fights, the European Union, the Swiss Embassy, NDI, the CSOs, other CSOs, the Albino Foundation, of course the media and the security officials. We keep recognizing you and also acknowledging your presence for a job well done. Thank you so much for coming together to work for peace. This is not the time to say it doesn't concern me. It concerns each and every one of us, and that is why we are here. We're gradually coming to the end of the signing of the peace accord, but of course not the end of the peace process itself. Peace is a process before, during, and after the elections. And our presence is a demonstration of that commitment to work for peace. And that is what the National Peace Committee stands for. We also appreciate the Kukah Center, the Secretariat of the National Peace Committee. Like a speaker once said, any cause that doesn't support the promotion of human values and human life is not worth fighting for. It's our responsibility to make this work. Like one of the speakers also mentioned, Anambra is a peaceful state, and our effort is to make it more peaceful. All right, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point, it's done, the signing of the peace accord, and in the words of someone who also worked for peace, peace begins with a smile. And for the National Peace Committee, at this point, we shall add that peace also begins with a hug. an embrace, if you may add that. We shall take a photograph together immediately after. Of course, we have the INEC chairman signing now. The INEC chairman is also signing to say that, yes, we also stand for peace. And now we have the chairman of the National Peace Committee, His Excellency General Abu Salami Abu Bakr, who shall now append his signature to saying that, yes, we are in this together. And truly we stand for peace. So while this is going on, probably we can position ourselves for the photograph, because at this point we're also making history in Anambra State to saying that peace is possible. Not now, just a little bit. We will actually arrange that, yes. So that is the chairman of the National Peace Committee appending his signature to saying that it's not just the candidates, not the chairman. Please, a round of applause as we bring this to a close. Okay, His Excellency, with your permission, I think it's only natural and spontaneous that the candidates and the chairman exchange pleasantries. So, yes, the photographers.
And to the good people of Anambra, I stand here as a Catholic priest. This environment is predominantly Catholic, Anglican, predominantly Christian. We have a duty, we have a responsibility to accept the fact that bloodshed has no biblical justification. That is the story of Cain and Abel. And I just hope and pray that the young people of Anambra and the people of Anambra in general will do what needs to be done. The DIG has already told you the level of their preparedness. I hope DIG, and I appeal to you that the challenge is to try and convince ordinary people who still don't believe that police is their friend for obvious reasons. But let it be that for this election, police are not a threat but a facilitator. It's a very difficult conversation, but I think between today and the elections, ordinary people would like to hear that they are safe. So once again, let me, on behalf of the chairman and members of the Peace Committee, thank very sincerely and honestly Father Atabarkindo, who is the director of the Secretariat, and the staff of the Kukah Center, where the Secretariat is, for the excellent work that they have done. We want to thank, in particular, the EU and other partner agencies who continue to support the work of the Peace Committee. And for those of you who have taken the trouble to be here, we ask God to bless you, and may God bring peace to Anambra. And we plead and we plead and we plead that nobody will lose his life or his limb in the course of just going out to do what is taken for granted in other parts of the world. Please, if you don't want to vote, not be by force. You can stay at home if you don't want to vote. Even when they give you food, I remember I was with a friend of mine, he's from Anambra actually. His little son, he was 3 years old. The mother finished cooking and called us to the table and said, Jude, come and eat. And the boy was playing with his toys. The mother said, Jude, come and eat. The boy was playing with his toy. When he finally said, Jude, come and eat, the little boy looked and said, Mommy, is it by force? Now, of course, the young boy didn't know how much energy had been put into preparing the food. In the same way that many of us here who are young have no idea the sacrifices that people have made to bring us to where we are. So please, Anambra is home to Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. Anambra is home to Chief Odumegu Ojukwu. Anambra is home to the late Chuba Okadibo. Anambra is home to Cardinal Arinze, who very nearly became Pope. So we're supposed to be learning from Anambra and not conducting election with fear and trepidation. As the INEC chairman has said, and as the IG has said and repeated again, nobody should have any fear going out to cast your vote. The journeys have become much shorter. So please, if for nothing else, that General Abdul Salam has traveled all the way from Mina today to come here, and that I've come all the way from Sokoto to be here to support you. Our uncle used to say, if my wife dies and you are crying more than me, should be wondering. But you cannot go and cry. But you can't go and cry more than the bereaved. If you are crying more than the bereaved, something is wrong. So I just want to say that we can't do better than the people of Anambra, but we are here to support you and to encourage you. Our prayers are with you. I cannot tell you how many telephone calls I've received from people asking me whether I'm crazy to be in Anambra at this time. We are here by faith. Please reward yourself, reward the blessings of God by going out to conduct for INEC and all of us the freest and the fairest election. Because the technology and the advancements made by INEC will be tested here in Anambra. So therefore, don't be afraid. May the blessings of God be upon us, and thank all of you for coming, and may God be with us and bless us all. Thank you very much.